G'day everyone, it is just great to be back over here sitting on the bank of the Broken Creek. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now it's quite a windy September afternoon, so there could be a little bit of wind noise, but anyway it's currently 2:20 and I've got until around about 6 o'clock before it's too dark to see if I can catch a yellowbelly in the Broken Creek. This is actually the very far headwaters of the Broken Creek, where it's actually the Boozy Creek. The Broken Creek runs in just down around the corner there, but most people recognise it as Broken Creek. So anyway, I've got two rods, both with paternoster rigs and both with a single Jan Juck worm on them. Let's put them in and see if we can catch a yellowbelly. I've caught quite a few yellowbelly in the creek here before over the years, but after the Blackwater event last year, it just became an absolute carp fest. Every time I came over here, I just caught carp after carp after carp, and I have not seen a yellowbelly in the creek here since before last year's Blackwater event. But in saying that, I have had 3 or 4 people tell me lately that they've caught yellowbelly here, so there's still a few around. That's good to know. Now I'm going to put 2 yabby nets in. I've just been yabbying to try and catch some bait-sized yabbies for a friend of mine who's not well, and I've got a few, but I didn't get a lot. Last year this creek was teeming with yabbies, but none of them were sort of really small bait-sized yabbies. But anyway, I'll throw a couple of yabby nets in. I don't know how I'll go. It might be a little bit too early, but it's worth a shot. Put a couple of yabby nets in and see if I can pick up a few yabbies. Right, this other net can just go in here. 2 lines in, 2 nets in, the sun's out, it's about 18 degrees. It's pretty close to perfect. The only thing that could be a little bit more perfecter, for want of a better word, would be if the breeze just dropped off a little bit, which I suspect it will do later on this afternoon anyway. Yellowbelly, come at me. I'm about 2 minutes into the mission and I've just had a bite on the long rod on the left. It's out over there. Could have been a yabby, could have been a carp, could possibly have been a yellowbelly. And then I'm getting a bite on the rod on the right. Could be yabby bites. This spot just produced a lot of yabbies last year, but then that was when it was warmer. It's only sort of early September at the moment, so things are still a bit cool. I guess we'll find out when I check the yabby nets whether it's warm enough for there to be a few yabbies around or not. So I'm still playing with it. Got him. It's a little fish. That's a little carp. Similar to the one of the ones that I got in Billabong Creek recently. It's a Collingwood supporter. Have a bloody look at that, would you? It's black and white. I don't know whether to call it a Collingwood supporter or a newspaper. It's a Collingwood supporter now, but by the time I finish dealing with it, it'll be the newspaper. It'll be black and white and red all over. I'm on the board. Right, I'm on the board with a small carp. I've got a little bit of a tangle here, but it should be right for now. I'll put it back in where it was. I just remembered I've kept a couple of big yabbies this morning from when I was getting those bait-sized yabbies for my mate. I can't grab one out of the car and steal its tail and stick it on the long rod. Look at this, there's a fish on this little rod. Oh no, there's not. I just got back from the car, I went and got me yabby tail. Then when I got back, this was pulling in. Anyway, I'll bring this in. I'm going to put the yabby tail on this rod. I'm not saying yabby tails won't catch carp, but I just reckon they won't catch as many carp as what worms will. So I put that one in as burley. Right, that's the yabby tail. I'm just going to thread it on, just like I would a whole yabby. And that's how you can use a big yabby as bait without having to use a big yabby as bait. And I'm going to put it over there. I'm going to put them both on the downstream side. Look, the other rod's getting a nibble again. Got him. Another little carp. Yep. Creek's teeming with carp. I'll move that tree out of the way too. 2 on the board. I've just slid that same worm back down onto the hook and I'll just put the same worm back out in the same spot. Got a funny feeling this is going to turn into a carp fest. Another carp fest. Got him. Yep, carp number 3. Been here 10 minutes and already caught 3 carp. Oh, now, got him. Oh, he got off. It was very dark. I think it might have been a really dark carp like the first one that I caught. Bang, straight on. That's a decent bite. No nibbling from this one. Still using the same worm. Bit of a bump. 4 carp in 15 minutes. Got him. Number 5, Carpio. They're all very, that's probably the smallest one, but none of them are big. Tiny, this one. Wow. I was sort of hoping it might have been a baby Yellowbelly, but it's just an incy wincy teeny weeny carp. Oh, already. Got him. Another little one. Dark one, like the first one. Another carp. Collingwood morph. And Collingwood colour morph. Oh, they've slowed down for a minute. I've had about a 2-minute rest without a bite. It's actually really good. Well, I caught a rapid fire 7 carp in about 20 minutes, and I haven't had a bite for about the last quarter of an hour. I might go and check my yabby nets and then come back and check my bait. No yabbies. Might still be a little bit cool for the yabbies, I reckon. Getting bites on both rods here at the moment. This one looks like a carp, I reckon. A very, very small fish. And exactly as I thought, it's a carp. But I'm getting a bite on the yabby tail in the background. It's just getting constant bites, but I can't catch it. Look at it. Over there. It's got to be a yabby, surely. It's a strange world we live in. It really is made up of all sorts. I know they're unhealthy, but they were given to me by my girls for Father's Day. How's this yabby net going? I don't know why, but I might move it. I might as well catch nothing here as catch nothing back there. There's a fish biting that. Got him. First one for a little while. Still another carp. It's a bit of Yellowbelly, this one. I can feel it. Got him. Yellowbelly. One Yellowbelly coming them right up. Nah, just another carp. Not even that. Bugger. Here comes a Yellowbelly. Got him. Yellowbelly, this one. Well, it's another carpio for the pile. That's a fish bite. Got him! Finally got a fish on the yabby tail. Please be a Yellowbelly. If it's a carp, it's the biggest one today. Please be a Yellowbelly on the yabby tail. Finally hooked a fish on the yabby tail. Please be a yellow. I'll be so happy you won't shut me up. Then again, I'm not happy. It's fighting like a yellow. I took the yabby tail intended for a Yellowbelly. It's bigger than anything else I've caught. It's got to be too big to be a Yellowbelly, I reckon. It's way too big. If it's a yellow, it's just incredibly big. If I lose this now before I see it, I'll be heartbroken. It's certainly fighting more like a native fish. It's too big. It's got to be a carp. Look at the size of it. It's a carp and it's a ginormosaurus. I've been catching all these tiny weeny little carp on worms. I finally caught one on the yabby tail. The old JD rods, custom fishing rod with my name on it, Robbie Fishing. He's doing a great job. But it is a little bit undergunned for this big monster. Oh, it's getting tired, it's getting tired. That's a huge fish. Come on, into the net, into the net. Oh, that is enormous. That's got to be 15 pound or more. Oh, wow. I put it on the ground up here away from the dead pile and we'll get a measurementation and a photo. That is incredible. That is truly massive, and I reckon that's got to be close to 18 or 20 pound. That's not just long, but it's fat. Right, this tape goes up to 76. Oh, it's over. It's 76 to there. It's 78. It's equal to my best. 78 centimetres and so fat. That's got to be nudging 20 pound, that fish. Caught on a yabby tail. That one. Truly enormous carp caught on a yabby tail. Wow. There you are, look at that. Secret carp bait. Yabby tail. Get the yabbies that are too big to use for redfin or yellowbelly and just use their tail. Catch enormous carp. There we go. New secret weapon against giant carp. After all that commotion, I've just reeled this in to check the bait, expecting that the worms would be gone, and the worms are still on there. Maybe all the small carp saw the size of that big one and gone into hiding. 78 centimetres, wow, that gave me an absolute buzz. And just for the record, that is my equal PB. Before today, my biggest ever carp was 78 centimetres, and now it's still 78 centimetres. I've caught 3 that are 78 centimetres long. I've never gone over, I've never hit the 80 centimetre mark with a carp. I've done it with cod, but not carp. But I reckon of the 3, that one is the fattest. I reckon that fish must have been nudging 20 pound, maybe even a bit over. That was just a 78 centimetre fat slob of a fish. What a buzz that's given me. Awesome. Now I just need the rare and elusive Broken Creek Yellowbelly to turn up before dark, just to put the icing on the cake. That's a fish. And got him. Back to reality now with a 20 centimetre carp. Yep. Another small carp. They're a bit easier to reel in than the big 20 pounders. It's been half an hour or so. Oh, I got one. I finally caught one. Actually, that'll go in there. No, I think there's a little bit big. A little bit big for what my mate wants. He just wants it for angling redfin. Then I'll put it in the bucket. I'll put it in the bucket with the other ones. A little bit large. Not perfect, but it'll do. Before I put this yabby in the bucket, I'll check the other net just in case there's another one to go with it. Nah. That's a good size yabby for yellowbelly, but probably a little bit large for redfin. But I'll put him in the bucket. I've hooked up. It's a bigger fish than the others, but it's not as big as a big kahuna. Could this be the rare and elusive yellowbelly? Yes, it is. I've got a yellow. I've got a really nice yellowbelly. I'm not joking. I missed the hookup. I've done it. I've done it. You'll be guilty after wading through so many carp, including an absolute monster. I have got a magnificent yellowbelly. Probably around 38 or 39 centimetres. I am so happy. You beauty. I was in the middle of putting on a flannelette shirt when the fish hit it, nearly pulled the rod in. It was just grabbed it and took off, and I couldn't grab the rod. I was halfway through trying to get my arm through a bloody sleeve on me flanny. 36. Bit over 36, not quite 37. Mate, you're going home. That's an esky fish if I ever saw one. That's a bloody keeper, all right. Now I'm happy. I am so excited. That yellowbelly is in the mobile morgue, otherwise known as my esky, or esky bag. The reason I'm so excited was because I haven't seen a yellowbelly in this creek since before the Blackwater event last year. There's been an explosion in carp numbers. Last year there was a lot of yabbies in here as well, which I assume are still there, but it's probably a bit cold. But that's the first yellowbelly that I've seen since then. That's why I'm so excited. I didn't get the hook up because I was in the middle of putting a bloody funnel out shirt on. Anyway, a couple of fresh Jan Juck worms, and I put it straight back in. Well, I put my line in the yellowbelly hole, and the yellowbelly said, God bless my soul, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'll take it. Pumped. Got him. I was just on the phone when I got this bite. Oh, it's wrapped around the cord from a yabby net. It's back to reality here. It's another carp. And it's wrapped around me yabby net cord. That's not cool. Oh, that's off. That's another Collingwood supporter carp, black and white. It don't matter if you're black or white. Right, put that back. I'm gonna get another one. I can feel it, even if I don't. I've got a nice feed. That's the perfect sized yellowbelly. I just whip a couple of fillets off. I'll dip the fillets in some. I don't even use egg and breadcrumbs anymore. These days I run the fillet under the cold tap, make it wet, throw it into a Ziploc bag with some breadcrumbs, shake it like mad and make sure everything's covered in crumbs, throw it straight in the frying pan with some butter. And before too long, I fell in love with her. Well, how could I dance with another girl? And I saw her standing there. Straight on. Oh, another nice fish. Is this another yellowbelly? It just bit straight on. I think it is. I think I've got another yellow. Please be another. Yes, it's another ripper of a yellowbelly. You beauty. Oh, if I wasn't already happy, I am now. But I already was. Broken Creek's back, baby. Yeah. Oh, pumped. This is as good as any fishing trip I ever had here before that Blackwater event, you know. I never came over here and caught 10 or 15 yellowbelly like I do at Lake Nillacoody. It's always no more than 2. 39. Perfect for the plate. 2 absolute rippers and a mozzie on my hand. That is a beautiful yellowbelly. Awesome. I'm in such a good mood right now. Every now and again you'll go on a fishing trip and it's so good that it becomes a memorable fishing trip and you'll be talking about it for years. Well, for me, that was this afternoon. I have had an absolute blast, massive carp, and those 2 yellowbelly, they just took my mood to a level that I can't put to words. I'm just on top of the world. Thank you all very much for watching.